Let's talk about Aaron Rodgers for a minute. So, right after we recorded last week, Aaron Rodgers went on the Pat McAfee show and used these words: I intend to play for the New York Jets. Also, in that interview, he said a lot of things. He took shots at Adam Schefter. He took shots at Diana Rossini, basically the Green Bay Packers, all the media. It was a very quintessential Aaron Rodgers press conference, and I can't fucking stand the guy anymore.
I understand. I think that he is hard to like. I'll give the guy this. He don't give a fuck what anybody thinks. And that is I envy that quality in people. People that have the ability, especially someone of his stature, that's out there that's going to open himself up to be judged by millions of people. Most people would be very uncomfortable in that situation. Would not, even people who are NFL stars or movie stars or music stars, they would not want to say things that would piss a bunch of people off. That guy don't care. He doesn't give a shit at all. He doesn't care I'm sure he doesn't care if you're a sponsor and you're going to pull your support, or, whatever, you're doing ads for him or he's doing ads for you, whatever. I don't mind it, man. It's a little refreshing because it's different. Is it abrasive? Absolutely. Does it make him appear to be a giant asshole? Yes. But I kind of like it a little bit, gotta be honest.
But can't you like that, though? And, he's still lying. Some of the stuff that he said, he talked about, oh, this didn't happen. He definitely maybe didn't give them a handwritten list of people that he wanted, but he surely is telling the Jets that I need to have some of these guys here. And what kills me about Aaron Rodgers is that he has been complaining for years that the Packers haven't been giving him any weapons. And then I intend to play for the Jets with the same shitty weapons that I had and complained about in Green Bay. And the reporters in the media are just doing their job. Now, I do think it's funny that Adam Schefter shows the text message and confirms, yeah, I tried to get information from Aaron and he literally said, lose my number. I do think that is funny. And at least, as you pointed out, he doesn't care. And he was willing to say names. But at the end of the day, Aaron Rodgers is so about himself. He is so about people talking about him. And I know we're fueling that now by talking about him. It just, I've gotten to the end of my rope with this kind of shtick. And I just want him to either retire or just shut up and play at this point.
Well, I believe he's even sort of alienated himself from his family. I believe I heard stories, several years ago that he had kind of cut ties with most of his family for different reasons. And it seems like he kind of does that, though, with about anybody that gets into his life that he's fairly close with, or that you would assume he'd be close with. Yeah, he is. He's very into Aaron Rodgers. But you know what, though? I think that the qualities that make up him as a person, that I don't know if you want to call it, if you want to say he has a chip on his shoulder, but that's also the same part of the same ingredients that go into making him a great competitor and a great quarterback.
So now the New York Jets are hanging in the balance because they need to figure out this compensation. I'd like to think that they've already done that, but it's been almost a week now and we've had no movement on this. And I feel like the longer it goes on, the worse it is for the Jets because they have no options after this. No options. Can you imagine if you're Alan Lazard right now, you've signed this contract with the Jets and Zach Wilson's throwing to you next year?
Yeah, that would be terrible. And honestly, if they play Zach Wilson, then Robert Saleh should be fired. That guy should never take a snap in another NFL football game unless literally anyone else capable of playing the position has broken both of their legs.
Oh, come on, man. You're really going to be that harsh on Zach Wilson, Mr.
Yes, I am.
Come on. I'm a feeler. I've got feelings. I communicate, and you're like, never play again. You're that's it? He's going to be a cult. You know that.
No, he's not. I hope not, man. If he is, that's the last move the Colts will make is with me as a fan.
Oh, I hope they heard that. If you're listening now at Indianapolis Colts on Twitter, write that down. You will not have the coach as a fan anymore, and he will never watch the NFL again. He'll stick it to you.
Yeah, I'll show them.
Absolutely. Well, I think that it's fun to think about conspiracies now because the longer it goes on, you have to think, is there a little bit of reasonable doubt as to whether it would happen. So if you're the Jets, how long do you wait before you do something drastic like, oh, I don't know, offer Lamar Jackson a contract?
Oh, that's a great question. I don't know. I mean, I think it sounds like they've got all their eggs in the Rodgers basket. I haven't followed it super closely. I don't know if they'll get to a point where they're tired of waiting for him or figuring it out. It'll be interesting to see. And part of it's going to depend on what other suitors he thinks he has if things do fall through with the Jets. I don't know, man. I don't think, again, I told you, I'm not crazy. Lamar Jackson's great. I think if I'm in a win now mode and need to try to win a Super Bowl next year, though, I'm taking Aaron Rodgers over Lamar Jackson.
Right now, your boy Colin Cowherd is saying that if the Jets don't get Aaron Rodgers, they should go after Mac Jones, which is just laugh out loud funny. Also, apparently the Patriots' private plane was in the vicinity of where Aaron Rodgers is right now. Can you imagine Bill Belichick swoops in and gets Aaron Rodgers, wins a Super Bowl, and the Jets are stuck with Zach Wilson, Mercedes Lewis, and Alan Lazard?
Somebody better send a wellness check to Cleve's house if that happens, right?
Oh, man. I just was like, this would be what would happen, right? Two savvy veterans, guys that people don't like because of their personalities, Bill Belichick and Aaron Rodgers, conspiring to screw over the New York Jets again. And this time he won't be sliding it through a cocktail napkin like he did with I'm leaving as the head coach of the New York Jets. That would be the coup of all coups. But I just am fascinated by the situation because of how long it is taking. But